Warning: do not attempt to reenact what you are about to witness. A normal human cannot consume this amount of sugar in one sitting without consequences. So sit back and get ready to enjoy and leave the crazy eating to me. And if you wonder if I'm ever going to want to eat another cookie after doing this challenge, stick around to the end of the video where I answer that question the following day. Welcome to Cheat Meal Life and the Crumbl Cookie 10,000 Calorie Challenge. The day has finally arrived. Oh man, this is an enormous amount of cookies in front of me. This box is collapsing under the weight of these cookies. I am a little intimidated, to be certain. We're gonna do this in one sitting. We got some unsweetened almond milk. Yes, I prefer whole milk, but the sweetness will get to me at the end, and this is definitely gonna help. And I got some black coffee. I am about to put my body through some torture for your entertainment purposes. So if you would, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel while you're at it. Now, I have to say I agonized at trying to figure out an order to eat these cookies in. So, oh boy. So just a quick rundown. We have the cookie dough, carrot cake, sea salt toffee, there's actually a couple of those, raspberry cheesecake, cookie lava butter, cinnamon roll, monster, another sea salt toffee, another raspberry cheesecake, another cookie butter lava, got blueberry crumb cake, another one of those, and the ultimate peanut butter. So I kind of saved up some of my favorite cookies. So we'll start it off here in 3, 2, 1, go. Start with the cookie dough. Yep. Cookie number 1 down. Jump into the carrot cake. We'll see how long they stay this delicious. Oh, that sea salt toffee. Damn. Oh man. Man, you hit a piece of that toffee. Oh. So good. Yeah, I don't think I want to go too fast. Do it at a pace that I'm comfortable with. Raspberry cheesecake. Oh man, my favorite. Definitely better than the strawberry cheesecake. After this, people will be wondering if I ever want a Crumbl cookie again. I'll be wondering that too, until tomorrow. Gotta tackle these early, they're on the sweet side. All tastes delicious still. All right, cookie butter lava. Oh. It is great because it's just not insanely sweet. That's going to really matter toward the end. This is odd because I'm already feeling the sugar more than I usually do at this point. And I'm only 5 cookies in. Normally after 5 cookies I feel better than I do right now. Maybe I psyched myself out? Well, let's see how we do on the next ones. Yeah, here I pretty much knew something was wrong. As I just mentioned, the sugar had never hit me as hard as it did after 5 cookies, and the problem here is I had a lot more to go. One of my subscribers, Giuseppe, had mentioned I was a little overzealous for attempting this, considering that I had just done the Crumbl review the day before, and had a huge Easter feast the day before that. Bro, I think you might be right. Is this going to be my downfall, or am I going to be able to power through it? Well, let's find out. Not even halfway done. Oh, jeez. 6 down, 7 to go. I'm gonna need some help here, guys. Oh boy. All right. It was a peanut butter oatmeal cookie, so this should help. Oh yeah. They do freeze and rethaw fairly well, I have to say. I mean, I wouldn't say they're as good as when they're completely fresh, but pretty close. Yeah, the Monster isn't overly sweet either. Kind of like that peanut butter oatmeal cookie. Oh, the chocolate in there, when I do taste it, it's way more intense than I remember it, but I think as your sugar overload hits, you get really sensitive to chocolate. I know I do. You didn't see any chocolate cookies in here. That's by design. All right. Whew. 7 down, 6 to go. Another sea salt toffee. Maybe that little bit of salt on there will help. Oh yeah. At this point, the sugar flavor fatigue was already very strong, but I found it fascinating how it changed the flavor profile of the different cookies to varying degrees. For example, the sea salt toffee tasted near as good as it always did, while the raspberry cheesecake was just much, much worse. Pretty fascinating, but they're all getting rough at this point. Woo. I'm gonna go grab me some more almond milk. I kept the camera running because I did no cuts on this video, just a little speeding up. In hindsight, I wish I would have grabbed some whole milk instead of the almond milk, because the further this challenge went on, the worse and worse that almond milk started tasting. All right, the last of the super sweet cookies. Oh man. Alrighty. Let's see. Ooh. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, the sweetness on this thing is brutal. Last of the sugar monsters are down. If I can just make it to these. It's just too early to be this worn out sugar-wise. God damn it. Freaking coffee just don't seem to be helping. Nine cookies in. All right, Biscoff. All right. As I'm suffering here, I figure I'd use this opportunity to tell you about my experience with freezing the cookies. All in all, they froze pretty well. The flavor really did hold up for the most part. The only thing that really you have to keep in mind is any cookie that has any type of buttercream frosting or glaze on it, the texture is just not going to be the same after you thaw it. So I think that's to be expected, but they do freeze pretty well, and when you thaw them, they do hold the flavor fairly well. So now back to the cookies. This is number 10. I am really suffering at this point and having my doubts going forward, so we're gonna keep powering through. Oh. Only 10 cookies in. Only 10 cookies in, but I mean, looking at these 3, it almost looks like it's another 10. I feel like my eyes are starting to glaze. Oh boy. All right. Oh my gosh. For real, man. Oh. Here's where I truly realized the error of eating all those sweets the 2 days prior to doing this is probably going to cost me the challenge. I didn't even think I could make it through this cookie. It was getting that bad at this point. I mean, the sugar right now, I mean, it's indescribable. It's so brutal. Not gonna lie, I wish this was a cucumber right now. I used to watch people on YouTube say that, guys like Eric the Electric and stuff, wishing that what he was eating was actually a vegetable, and I always laughed because I thought it was a funny joke. Yeah, he's not joking. I was pretty much through at this point. Every bite became a chore, but I was determined to give it everything I had. Oh my gosh. If you can't tell, I'm really hurting right now. I just cannot take another bite of sugar or cookie. I hate to fail at 11 cookies. I just don't know if I can get another bite down. Your boy's feeling nauseous. I was not going to throw in the towel without giving it everything I had. I still had some fight left in me, so here I decided to take a little breather, sit for about 5 minutes or so, take some deep breaths, and hopefully some magic digestion would help and some of the nausea would go away from the sugar, and maybe I could just make one final push and get as far as I possibly could. Can't look at that thing without almost gagging. Oh, how do I do this? I don't want to fail. But come on, man. Ultimate peanut butter. Come on. Oh. You are an In-N-Out 3x3. You don't taste like an In-N-Out 3x3 though. Oh. Oh, as far as just cloudiness in my head and it's about as bad as I've ever felt eating. Every bite. Just because that gets that much harder. Okay, I'm gonna talk. My body can handle sugar, but it's starting to shut me down hard. Man, you ugly right now. I'll tell you the truth, that took everything I had to get that 12 cookie down. And there just ain't no way I'm getting this one down. Sorry guys, I truly gave it everything I had. My stomach feels fine. It's just the sugar on the brain and the flavor fatigue, the queasiness from so much sugar. Oh, I've never experienced anything like this, but you know, hey, I gave it my all. I don't, you know, if I had another half hour, maybe I could put that down. But, you know, when you start going over an hour, I wanted to keep it to the true, you know, one sitting. And, yeah, I just couldn't get it. So, I really appreciate your support, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you found this video entertaining. Hopefully you learned things not to do, like try to eat this many Crumbl cookies in one sitting. Oh my gosh. Like I said, my brain is a whole... I can't even think of what to say. I can't even talk. It's just that gone. So anyway, really appreciate you guys joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in the next crazy video. What's up, guys? This is the day after the 10,000 calorie Crumbl challenge. Yes, Maggie, I'm still alive. I wanted to address a question that people would be wondering. Do I ever want to eat Crumbl cookie again after putting myself through that? Well, to answer that question, I finished that blueberry crumb cake today and enjoyed every last bite of it. Believe it or not, the day after. Crumbl has a special place in my heart, and I will never tire of those cookies. So, for those wondering, never get sick of them. So again, hope you guys enjoyed that video, and we'll see you in the next one.